Funding for Fresh is provided by Whole Foods Market. Additional funding and support provided by Archer and Griner, Dana Communication, and individual donors.
I could just eat these all day. These are so sweet, it's like candy in your mouth. Hi, I'm Megan Gunning, host of Fresh, and today we're going to be heading to the West Windsor Community Farmers Market.
The market came about in 2003. This has been our home for 9 years. We started out with 9 vendors, and we now have 13 farms and 13 food vendors.
We're going to shop for some local produce and make a tantalizing meal at Creamery restaurant.
My name is Jim Weaver. I'm the chef and owner of Creamery restaurant. Welcome. Tonight we're going to do a farm-to-table dinner featuring 4 local farms that also are members at the West Windsor Community Farmers Market.
It's all coming up next on Fresh. Hi, I'm Megan Gunning, host of Fresh.
And I'm Jim Weaver, chef and owner of Creamery restaurant in Princeton, Forest Village.
Right now we are at the West Windsor Community Farmers Market in Mercer County. We're going to do a little bit of shopping, and Jim can tell you more about that.
Well, we have a big dinner prepared tonight, so I've got to get some great food, and I'm going to show you some of these great farms around here because great food makes great dinners.
I've heard that, and I'm going to make a couple of side trips also. I'll be visiting some of the farms. We'll be meeting some farmers one-on-one, people who sell produce right here at the market. Then we're going to head back to Creamery, and you're going to whip up an amazing meal.
I'm going to do my best, but with all these great farmers here, I don't see how I can lose.
And then we're going to share it with some friends. It's all coming up on Fresh.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. Great. How are you, Chef?
Doing very well.
Welcome. Would you like to try some of the cheese
We
today?
do. We're going to be cooking a great meal tonight at the restaurant.
Oh, very
and,
nice.
There's no great Italian meal without great cheese.
Got some great
So-
cheese, absolutely. Well, I suggest the Toma. It's a nice wash rinds home. Comes
Okay.
from the Piedmont region of the Italian Alps. Like to try some?
Very nice.
That's delicious.
Seems like it'll fit.
I think that's going to go really well with the pasta tonight.
We also have a nice creamy buttercup brie if you'd like to try that as well.
Sure.
There you go, Chef.
Super, thank you.
Would you like a piece, Megan?
Yeah, sure.
So slowly pasteurized milk.
That's
There
delicious.
you are.
That'll make a nice antipasti. I think we'll put that in the
There
menu
you
as
go.
well.
Good
tonight.
starter.
Good.
Hey, that's really nice.
Good. Well, we're going to come back in a little while and pick
All
up
right.
some cheese for the dinner tonight.
Sounds
That's okay.
perfect.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
For more on Cherry Grove and the cheese making process, let's head to the farm. Cherry Grove is known for some of their award-winning cheeses, and I'm here in the cheese house. It's the cheese house, right? The Creamery?
Make room, yeah.
The make room with Sam Kennedy, who is the head cheesemaker here at Cherry Grove. So, Sam, talk to me a little bit about the process.
So basically every day, cows bring the milk over for us, and then we get to work. We'll add starter cultures to it. We'll add rennet, heat it up to about body temperature, and then we kind of go from there depending on what cheese we're making that day.
Talk to me a little bit about how long it takes for each individual wheel to come, from milk to it's on my plate.
Anywhere from 2 weeks with the Layla and 8-9 months with the Havila. The way I like to explain it is, in the Layla, there's just so much activity that we can't see going on there. And that's why that'll ripen up, in 2 to 8 weeks for us, or the Brie in 6 weeks. And the Havila, it's just a very slower process with it all. So that's why it would take 8-9 months for it to ripen up for us.
You taste the milk, you have a good idea of the terroir, and really decide then what you're gonna make with that particular batch of milk.
Yep, and depending on what time of the year it is, depends on what quality milks we're gonna get. The season has everything to do with what the cows are producing, what they're eating, how my caves react, how I'm feeling for that day. So it all matters with cheese.
So the land, the herd, the cheese making, I'm sensing some sustainability here.
Yep, yeah, and that kind of is in the philosophy of the farm. We try to keep all of our food coming off of our land, and that's really one of the key requirements to sustainability.
So no factory cheese here. You're
No,
actually
no.
working with the milk, working with the cheese,
Yep.
figuring out what exactly you're gonna make.
Yep.
So you're making some pretty delicious products here.
Yep, yeah, we tried to do our best.
All right.
It spreads us all very thin, and we work a lot, but it's completely worth it when you see the enjoyment on the customer's face.
Would you like to see the enjoyment on my face and let me taste some cheese?
Shall we taste some cheese?
I think so. So Sam and I are up front at Cherry Grove gonna taste some cheeses with Stacy.
Hello.
So what have we got here?
So we have the Layla. It's a small bloom rind no chantel cheese. We also have the hard-aged Italian Alpine, which is our Havala. It's a nice 14-month-old cheese right now. And then we also have our 4.5-month-old grass-fed Toma with the wash rind.
Which
for you to try.
Which I see has a nice little award on there.
Yeah, well, we were a Good Food Award finalist this year.
And they looked at us for the quality of our product, but also how we treat our animals. Are they outdoors? Are they humanely treated? Do we give growth hormones or antibiotics or any of that stuff? Since we don't do that, we were actually able to qualify for this award.
Fantastic.
Yeah, start with the Layla. It's
Okay.
a nice small no chantel cheese. Nice
Okay.
and creamy, bloom rinds.
It's really good. So this is your baby, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
This is yours.
That salty bite, that's very characteristic of this cheese. We just found out the other day that it pairs very well with balsamic vinegar. So any type of salad. So it kind of acts just like a chev.
We should go to the Havala. Since
Havala?
It's not a wash rind. It's mild but nice and aged. Flavor of the milk is really highlighted in this cheese since it's a 14-month-old aged product from the milk. It's the least saltiest of the cheeses, and it's a great grating cheese or just snacking cheese. But
You get very, hot milk flavors. The yellow is that beautiful grass-fed milk.
I love that.
then we have our Toma, which is the Good Food Award finalist. It's a wash rind tome, so you'll find out it's a creamier paste. Has a nice wash rind on the outside, which is all edible, and you'll get a nice earthy, grassy flavor from what the cows are eating outside, and then also a nice kind of pungent tanginess from Sam and Malachi back there washing the rind every other day.
And that, you'll get that grass, that earthiness, that barnyard that, typically defines wash rind cheeses. And this cheese is very much, you can taste the season. You can taste the, what we do here. This really defines the way that, value-added products, it should be that way in New Jersey, or it's going to have to be because the land is just so expensive that you really can't get by selling milk to a co-op anymore. You have to almost make something value-added, butter, yogurts, cheeses, or ice cream.
These were absolutely amazing cheeses. I think I'm gonna have to stock up before I head out. Well, we are gonna head out now back to the West Windsor Community Farmers Market. Good morning.
Hi Charles, how are you? Nice to see you today. We've got to get some great food for a dish I'm going to make tonight. We're making some Italian gnocchi, but I want to use some great Asian vegetables in the dish. So I know you're the guy to go to.
Oh yes, we have
Okay,
a lot of variety and selection.
So it's Tyson Farm, and what does that mean? You said something
something
different?
new, something.
Something new,
So
something
we always
good.
grow something different.
Love it.
We always bring something to the customers.
Well, you certainly have some beautiful things here.
Thank you.
I see a few things that we need to get already. I'd like to get some of this water spinach. I think that had a lot of color and nice,
Yes.
delicious flavor, nice earthy flavor to that. So
This is something's good too. This is a new variety of the Chinese cabbage.
oh yeah, well, I
It's a
could
very
definitely use some
tender
of that. I
sweet.
think maybe I
Yeah.
could stuff some with some sausage and serve
Yeah,
that
this
in the
one's
cocktail hour.
very-
That's
this is
delicious.
sweet.
Well, I think I'll have to try that. Why not?
We are the only one grow.
Something new, just like
Yeah,
the farm,
something
right?
new
Okay.
and something good.
Great. Well,
I love
thank
how
you.
you're thinking the meal out while you're shopping
you
the
know,
produce.
Any chef that is not inspired by this kind of stuff is not a chef. I mean, that's the bottom line. I think we're going to go for a little regular bitter melon as well, and also some of these Japanese eggplant. I think will go well with with the salad course that I'm going to make.
Right. You can with salad or you know better.
All I do is put on the plate. I refer to you guys as the stars making the great food.
And now time for a more in-depth look at Tyson Farm.
All right, we have okra, regular eggplant, winter melon, Chinese squash, Chinese eggplant. This one from Taiwan too, watermelon. And we have, as you can see, we have 20, 30 different variety of vegetables. That's pretty much what we grow over here.
That's
And
growing a lot.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Kongdo. I think I said it right. Long beans? Is that right, Charles?
Close to it.
Okay, so how do I say it?
Gongdou.
Gongdo. I'll get there. Anyway, we are here with Charles. Tell me a little bit about the farm. We're standing in the middle of 40 acres?
Right.
Okay. And how did it come about? I know you have an interesting story.
Well, we have a lot of stories. Well, I dreamed to have a farm when I was like 7, 8. We have a farm in Taiwan. We always go to the farm after school. We catch all the insects, we play with everything, and I enjoy it. But I always dreamed to have the farm. That's why I bought this farm.
So I know here you grow, of course, Jersey fresh produce along with flowers and a huge variety of Asian vegetables,
Right.
which I'm surprised that a lot of them are growing here.
Over here, we only grow one season, like only, as everybody knows, from May to October.
Okay.
But in Taiwan, you grow all year round. The same seeds, we grow better quality over New Jersey than in Taiwan.
Huh.
Because Taiwan, day temperature and night temperature, very close. But we have a big temperature difference day and night. So the vegetable actually tastes much better. Then we have a lot of friends from Taiwan. They come to taste all the fruit we grow over here. They're surprised.
Yeah?
They're much surprised. How come this tastes better in Jersey than in Taiwan?
That's fantastic.
We don't spray chemical here. And most important is these are very safe to eat without wash or anything.
It does not get much fresher than that. These are so sweet. It's like candy in your mouth. And juicy. I could just eat these all day sitting here. How do you not eat them? All.
Okay, one more. Taiwan is cabbage. That's a very young, tender and sweet. It's different than the Chinese cabbage.
I was gonna say, it doesn't look like a lot of the cabbage that
Looks
you
like
bought.
a between the lettuce and the cabbage.
It does.
Yeah, but
some hybrid or something.
I can cut this one so you can.
Huh.
We don't spray this a lot of hole by insect. You
I
can-
like that you don't spray it.
but you can eat it this way. Watch this one here.
There's an ant.
Yeah.
Clearly, they don't spray. It's not as bitter as a lot of cabbage. It's got a little bit more of a sweet, mild flavor to it.
Yeah. There's a supermarket call me so many times want me to supply. I said no. I just want to grow for my customer.
That's awesome. I love that. And Chris, you were saying before, it's really just a community at this market.
It's totally community. It's, you know, with my last name being Circus, we pop up tents, we build a town, we take it down, and we do it all over the next week.
It started in 2004, but the idea to create the market came about in 2003 from two friends of mine, Murray and Farrell Delman, who invited me to a meeting with our mayor. And Jim Weaver actually was the host for that original meeting, which was in February 2003. And we kind of put together an idea that said we wanted to have a community farmers market. And it took us about 16 months to figure out how to do that. None of us had a farming background. None of us had, any businesses in town. So we did the due diligence to find the farms. We are very much a community-based farmers market. This has been our home for 9 years. We started out with 9 vendors, 8 farms, 1 bakery, and we now have 13 farms and 13 food vendors.
Hey, Amy, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Very well. We need to get some good produce for our dinner tonight. We definitely need some sweet corn.
Okay.
I need some white potatoes for some homemade gnocchi, and of course some Jersey tomatoes.
We can help you with that. Our corn was picked this morning. It's our bicolor corn. It's exceptionally good. Wow.
Beautiful.
If you're going to use it tonight, just throw it in the refrigerator, leave the husk on. Potatoes, you know, if you're using them tonight, just leave the dirt on till you're going to use them. And then the tomatoes are ready to eat for tonight.
Okay, great. Now, back in the day, you were really known for potatoes in that area,
We were a
right?
potato farm. Yes, strictly potato farm.
Not a lot of people get a treat with a fresh dug potato. It's
There's
like
a huge
it's like eating an apple,
difference.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, delicious.
will.
Well, I think it's going to be a big treat for the guests tonight.
Thank you.
Good. Looking forward to it. All right, we're going to come back a little while and pick these up. if that's
Sounds
okay.
good. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
There's more to Stoltz's than potatoes and pick your own. Let's head out to the farm and find out more. For years, the Stoltz family farm has been the go-to farm for people in Cranberry and in Plainsboro. So talk to me a little bit about when this farm started.
This farm was purchased by my grandfather in 1950.
And it's now a family affair. I know your wife is involved, your children are involved.
Right, that's exactly. I mean, it first started out across the road in Plainsboro on our front lawn. That's
With a picnic table.
Where the picnic table and an umbrella and a little zucchini and a little tomatoes and all that.
And they parked on the street.
So I see that there's some old wagons behind me. Are they original to the farm from the early 1900s?
The wagon with the top on it, we have pictures of that being drawn by horses pulling it back in the early 1900s.
In the potato field.
In the potato field, actually loading potatoes onto it. So.
But you've since moved on to tractors, I take it.
Yes. My grandfather, he sold the animals in 1930.
In the 1930s?
He got rid of the horses, he got rid of the cows, and he ate the chickens.
He ate the chickens?
We think so.
Okay.
That's not sure, but I figured how else would you get rid of chickens?
1990, and we were the first farm in Middlesex County to be preserved.
Wow.
So we set the standard in Middlesex County, and other farms followed after we did.
So how many preserved acres are here that you're farming now?
200.
200 acres. And the variety of crops, clearly you still have the potatoes, but I see tomatoes and zucchini and...
We start out with asparagus and with pumpkins and have a whole lot of things in between. Now, sweet corn is one of our main crops. We're kind of noted for having our sweet corn.
All right.
The best in the area. That's what the customers tell
I
us.
did see the sweet corn at the West Windsor Farmers Market, which is where we're actually going to head back to right now.
Hey, Scott, how are you?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
Doing good. We got to get some stuff for our big dinner tonight.
Great.
So I thought Terhune Orchards would be a great stop.
Well,
So-
thanks for thinking of us.
Yeah, well, I see some wonderful beets over here. What are these, red ace
Yeah,
beets?
those are red ace.
Uh-huh.
Extremely nice choice.
Beautiful. Well, I think we're going to definitely take some of these for the dinner tonight. What
Yeah,
do you think?
I think it's great. It's funny because I think of orchard and I don't think of eggplant and squash and beets, but
We aim to be a one-stop shop. Yeah, we do a whole ton of vegetables. So,
and I heard something about your pies.
yep, we have bakery also, and so we've got a whole bunch of pies that come out of there and cookies.
All right,
Yep.
sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Fruits, vegetables, a bakery, family activities. We're off to Terhune Orchards. I'm here with Pam Mount at her family-owned orchard, Terhune Orchard in Princeton, New Jersey. Pam, thanks for having us.
We're delighted to have you. Welcome to Terhune Orchard.
Thank you. So tell me a little bit about this land.
So this has always been a farm. In 1975, my husband and I were looking around and this little farm was for sale. So we decided to try farming. At the time in 1975, the chic thing to do was to have your French baguettes flown in from Paris or Eat Brie and whatever. And buying and eating local and supporting local agriculture was not necessarily on people's
Not the
radar
hip
screen.
thing like it is now.
No. So we've been working at that, and in order to help do that, we promote people coming to the farm rather than taking our stuff to some kind of grocery store or whatever. We thought our best asset was this beautiful farm. And so now about 500,000 people visit this farm a year, so people can kind of experience, I like to say, activities that memories are made of, the kinds of things that people would remember if their grandfather had a farm. We pretend this farm belongs to all
Play
those
farmer
kids.
for the
Yeah.
day.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Pam, well, I would love it if you could take me up to the farm market and show me a little bit more about what you do here.
We'll see all the different crops and how people come and enjoy being right on a farm to get their fruits and vegetables.
I love it. Let's go. The market at Terhune Orchard is a great place to visit and shop.
This is a 100 and now maybe 50-year-old barn that was actually built as an apple storage. And over the years, people said, why don't you grow raspberries, or why don't you grow okra, or whatever. And if you grow, we'll buy it. That's all we need to hear. So when we try and be really sustainable and promote all different kind of crops. So we grow about 40 different crops. So all season long, when you come to Terhune Orchard's farm store or see us at the farmers markets, there's a great selection of new and different kinds of fruits and vegetables. And that's what is fun about being here.
Okay, my name is Jim Weaver. I'm the chef and owner of Creamery Restaurant. Welcome. Many of you that know me, I've been involved with local foods for a long time and started the slow food chapter here in New Jersey in 1999. So all these great New Jersey farms are something I've been supporting for a long, long time. Tonight we're featuring 4 local farms that also are members at the West Windsor Community Farmers Market. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Creamery Kitchen. Today we're going to make a roasted eggplant salad with local tomatoes, some pickled Chinese cabbage, and a roasted beet vinaigrette. What I did is I took some Japanese eggplant and we peeled them and roasted them in the oven with a little olive oil, a little salt and pepper. I'm going to put that in a bowl. Then we're going to take a little bit of chopped local tomato, just little bite-sized pieces. They go right in the bowl. We pickled a little bit of Chinese cabbage, a little bit of fresh chopped cilantro. Then we just mix that together. I'm going to put that right into a little dough mold. Pack that in. Putting it on the plate, we're just going to add a little bit of this beautiful roasted beet vinaigrette. The salad goes right on top. Couple drops of a little balsamic syrup. Heirloom sun gold tomato garnish. Slice of beet. Fresh sprig of cilantro. This is the salad we're going to prepare tonight. And next thing I'm going to do is make the sauce for the gnocchi that we're going to serve as the entree tonight. Okay, now we're getting ready to make some fresh potato gnocchi. Real simple. It's got flour, egg, butter, and a little grated cheese. First thing we're going to do is cut the potatoes in half and scoop out the flesh right into my food mill here. Great little machine to have at home. Okay. With that nice, beautiful, fluffy potato. That's going to go into a bowl. Equal amounts flour, 1 egg, a little bit of grated cheese, a little melted butter, and then we're just going to stir that up. Make a nice dough. These are nice fresh potatoes from the Stoltz farm over in Plainsboro. Okay, so now we've got our dough formed. Let this rest for a few minutes, but let me just show you how to roll them out a little bit. We're just going to roll them out into little logs like this and just pinch off little pieces. And you can cook them just like that. But in Italy, what we like to do is just roll them right off the back of a fork. They get nice little grooves in there, and it helps kind of hold the sauce, especially if you're doing a tomato sauce or something. But I think they make them look nice as well. So roll that right off again. Okay, now you saw how to make the gnocchi. Now we're going to make the sauce for the gnocchi. So what we're going to start with is a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of butter. Just going to let that get hot. And the ingredients in this dish is an Asian-Italian fusion. This is water spinach from Chia Sin Farms up in Pittstown, along with Chinese long beans. They're kind of fun. I'm going to add just a little bit of hot pepper. This is actually a little jalapeno pepper, but it's kind of fairly mild jalapeno pepper. Here's some good New Jersey sweet corn. Nothing better than that. That gives a nice sweetness, nice little crunch to the entree. Happens to go very well with potatoes as well. I've got some Chinese leeks, which are pretty much like a regular leek, maybe a little bit more flavorful. Some of that in as well. We're going to throw in a few of the long beans. In the meantime, I've got my water boiling and I've got my gnocchi ready to go. This is how fast this is. It goes right in there. And when those gnocchi come to the top and float, you know they're done. Just put them in a little bit of salted water. If you notice I didn't put any salt in the dough, because if you add salt to the dough, sometimes it tends to make it a little bit tough. But you always want to salt the water whenever you're cooking any pasta. Throw in a little bit of this water spinach, which got an interesting taste. It's very mild. I can't say it's a lot like traditional spinach, but it's definitely got kind of a very kind of grassy, kind of cool flavor, and it has a nice texture as well. So that takes no time at all to cook. Okay, get a bowl ready. Okay, we'll get our gnocchi in there. And we're going to finish this with a little cheese. This is a tome from Cherry Grove Organic Farm. I'm on Route 206 there in Lawrenceville. Right in the bowl. And that is the dish. Okay. And there we have it. This is the potato gnocchi, the potatoes from Stoltz Farm.
Funding for Fresh is provided by Whole Foods Market. Additional funding and support provided by Archer and Griner, Dana Communication, and individual donors. Fresh is produced by Greener New Jersey Productions Incorporated. Visit us at greenernewjersey.org to learn more.